I've spoken, I've written, I've defended the immigrant all my life. Defending the right of the poor and the immigrant is social justice teaching of the church. The church always teaches kind of three basic things about migration, right? One is that every country has a right to protect their borders, and that every person has a right to migrate to have a decent life for them and for their families. And that policies that impact those two things need to be fair and justice and have consideration for the dignity of every person. Those two things, for some people, cannot coexist. For us, they can coexist. You can have secure borders and you can welcome immigrants. When this whole thing started in January, we issued a statement in support of the immigrant community, deporting people and separating families, taking parents away from children. Imagine the impact and the trauma. Some people are afraid. So some people for a while were afraid even to come to church. The fear is still there, but it seems to have somehow calmed down a little bit. The discrimination and the challenge that immigrants face, but we have been a country that have welcomed immigrants. Who built this country? Were the immigrants, people who migrated here to seek a positive experience and a good life and build the future for themselves and build also a society that we have today. So ignoring that or trying to ignore that or try to deny that is, in my view, unfair. He is following the footsteps of Francis being Leo. He wants us to realize that the people who live in those difficult situations have the same dignity, the same rights, and therefore we can't forget them. It saddens me that our country, such a beautiful country, such a country with such potential and such a history of welcome, that we are not being what we always advocated and defended and promoted, which being a country that welcomes people. A lot of these things, the United States is shooting themselves on the foot. Imagine those children who are born in this country and whose parents have been taken away from them. They're going to grow up with such a hatred and resentment from the trauma that they experience that we don't know what's going to happen to them and what they're going to turn out. So is that something that you want to build for your own future? Those are questions that people need to think about. My hope is that we continue supporting the immigrants, that we continue opening our doors, that we continue reaching out to them, that they continue finding our church as a safe, secure place where they can come and practice our faith and bring their children and pray freely without any fear, and that we will continue supporting them to be able to do that.